Hey guys, what we're going to be taking a look at today is what's called an R-Perm mutation. What this R-Perm mutation is going to do is very similar to a J-Perm, except the R-Perm is going to switch these back two, but a J-Perm switched these two, and R-Perm is going to switch these two. So it makes the edge swap in what's not changing, whereas a J-Perm makes the edge swap into what is changing. Now, my algorithms, I tend to use reversed and mirrored algorithms. So once again, it's not the most efficient alg, but you're going to have a primarily right-handed move and a primarily left-handed move. It's just the easiest thing for me, and I really don't like notation. So you're going to hear me use a lot of words like sledgehammer, sexy move, etc., just like you do in my other videos. Enjoy, guys. So the first algorithm is going to swap these back two corners and these two edges. So let's get in how to do this. So you'll notice in some of the videos I use this term ugly move. I call this one really ugly move. In ugly move, we do turn the right side down and then the top with it, but we turn it twice in this case. And we're going to turn the right side back up and hit the top twice. I call that really ugly move. Now we're going to hit it with a half sledgehammer, the first two moves of sledgehammer. R goes down, front goes with it. Now we're going to do a sexy move. And after we do this, we're going to turn the R down with it. And we're going to start fixing the cube. Notice these white pieces need to go underneath. Then we're going to R to it, R to it. And then a UAF, I believe they call it, to fix the top. So when we do this, you're going to notice once again it switched these two edges and these two back pieces right here. So let's take a look at how this actually looks. If you are looking at it like this, you may mistake it for what's called a G-Perm, where we're trying to rotate these pieces to here and this piece up to here through that way. But we know this is not a G-Perm because these two blocks are not the same. This is actually paired up properly. So if this was a G-Perm, we'd see a different configuration. So sometimes I get my R-Perms messed up with my G-Perms. But you'll notice what you can do to practice an R-Perm mutation is we can keep doing it. If we do it again, it'll put it in a solved state. So let's do it one more time. We're going to hit that really ugly move. We're going to half sledgehammer. We're going to go into a sexy move. Now we're just going to fix it. R goes down. That comes down with it. We're going to R2 and reorient. That is the R-Perm mutation that will switch the right-hand side edge with the front and the back two corner pieces. So now what we're going to take a look at is the R-Perm mutation that will once again switch these two back corner pieces, but this time we'll switch the left edge piece in the front. And you guessed it, we're going to start off with that really ugly move first with the left-hand side. Now we're going to do a half sledgehammer on the left-hand side. Now we're going to run a sexy move on the left-hand side. Now we're just going to fix this guy. This goes down, this comes around with it, R2, and UAF. I believe they call it UAF. So once again, you'll notice that switched these two edge pieces and it switched the back two. I know I've said it numerous times before, but once again, if you run this an odd number of times, you're going to be left with the visual R-Perm. If you run it an even number of times, you're going to end up with the solved cube or the cube that you had originally. So let's run it one more time. Really ugly move with the left hand. Half sledgehammer. Sexy move. And then R goes down, front face, L2, and reorient. That's how I do R-Perms. You'll notice it is a mirrored alg. If you're trying to speed solve and get something ridiculous like 10 seconds, you're probably not going to use these algorithms. But hey, if you're getting 10 seconds already, you're probably not going to be watching this video to begin with on how to do an R permutation. If you don't like my R permutations, you'll notice the last 30 seconds of this video is going to be a screenshot from the Speed Cubing wiki page, and it's going to show you a ton of different R permutations for RA and RB. Guys, have a great night. Pick what works best for you.